Ready to hit the road and start your new adventure driving for Trucks For You? Join our team at TFY and see what sets us apart. Good morning. As all of you know, we've been frantically and dramatically placing these new telematics units on our trucks. And I thank you guys very much for doing this. We're over 90% done. No one believes me, but eventually this is all going to be worth it. I know we're still feeling some pain. There's a lot of things that are still being worked through, but we're getting closer. Then we're getting closer and closer by the day. Thank you so much for doing that. There's been one question that's been asked to me many times by several of you. So I guess this is something I probably should have answered a couple of months ago when we started this process. And the question is very simple. Why are you doing this? So I jotted down why we're doing this. But the number one thing, the reason that we're doing this is the system that we've had since 1989 is old, antiquated, and not working particularly well. So we decided, hey, it's time, and we knew this was going to be a big pain point for both the drivers, our office staff, the shop, basically everyone, when we decided to do this. So we've put it off for 4 or 5 years, but we finally made the decision to make the investment this year, so here we are. It's so much more reliable and technologically advanced than what we currently have. So is that going to change your day-to-day job? Not a lot. It's probably not going to change mine. Probably won't change the shops once they get them all on. But the fleet managers and the planners that deal with the customers on a day-to-day basis are going to be able to provide much more realistic and real-time information to our customers and to you as the driver through this new system. Obviously, you guys know, every time you go buy a phone, by the time you take it out of the box, the technology's too old or is older. And one of the things that Samsara does that really intrigued me is they provide the on-air updates. We don't have to buy new hardware. If we want to keep this for the next 30-some years the way we have the last ones, they're just going to upgrade it for us over the air. That's what they say. I mean, you never really know with technology, but that's what they say is going to happen. The third piece, I've already kind of talked about that, is the fleet managers, while right now they're having to use 2 different systems, are going to have a much more manageable and user-friendly dashboard or I don't know what the right terminology is, but for messaging, for real-time updates for our customers, it's much easier for them to use than what we typically have had. Number 4, safety and logs. We can provide real-time coaching and real-time data to you specific to your truck that we've been unable to do in the past. We don't know exactly how this is going to work, but we do know if you have a tendency to follow too close, we're going to know. If you're almost out of fuel, we will know just as fast as you know, because we have all that data is being transmitted to us on the second, and we think there's going to be real value with that. Lastly, and again, we don't know exactly how this is going to work, but our customers, we can specifically take your truck, your load, and share real-time data with the customer so they know exactly when you are going to pull on the yard. We're not going to have to call you and say, well, what's your ETA? And you say, hey, we got a traffic problem, or my truck broke down, or there's snow on the highway, whatever it may be. We can see all that. We have all that data, and we're able to share that with the customer. If you're moving on a beautiful sunny day the way it is today, we could share that with them too. Hey, he's going to be there 5 minutes early, or whatever the case may be, we can share that with them. I just want to recognize a few people as I hope I've answered that question. I'll probably get asked it again, but those are the reasons why we made the change. But there's a couple of people that I need to recognize in this process. This was a very difficult process in a very short time period that we were able to put together. Jason in the shop, in particular Lane. Lane has put on up to, I think he did, his record was like 15 in one day. It's very difficult to do. We thought this was going to be a 45-minute process. He was able to do these in 15 to 30 minutes. Done a really great job for us. I really appreciate what he's done. Lane and Jason are both in El Paso as we speak, fixing 11 to 12 trucks that could not get here. If you haven't got your Samsara, your time is up. We need you to get in now. There is no more time. We've got 2 weeks to have this completely done. Come see Jason, come see Lane. They're going to get it knocked out. They'll get it knocked out quickly. I want to also thank the fleet managers. I mentioned earlier that this has been difficult on them. It has been, when you're flipping between screens and message boards or the way they're getting messages, it creates some frustration in your job, to say the least. It has been difficult. It is easier now, as most of you are on them, but it was not easy for the past couple of weeks, and I just want to point them out. Last one I want to recognize is Adam Rigney. Adam saw a need. As most of you know, Adam is the youth in our company. He's been in the safety department, he's been in compliance, he's now up in sales and in dispatch. He has been an absolute rock star in helping us get these organized and put together. I just want to make sure you guys know that when we needed someone to step up, Adam Rigney was the guy that did it, and I really, really appreciate what he did. Appreciate all you guys, the effort that you're doing. We had a great January. We're trending for a decent February. Obviously, we had some weather. We had some border issues. Those seem to have been relieved now. I don't know when they'll pop back up. Typically, by the time we get to March, things are going pretty well. We're almost there. Only a couple of more days. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, be safe out there.
Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed today's content. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. If you have a suggestion for future videos or topics you'd like us to cover, please just let us know in the comments below.